It'll be tough to forget this evening. How about your surroundings here at Valcour Bay? And hopefully we'll have a memorable fight as well. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you, always.
Up first, Kingmaker from the United States of America. Approaching the... How will these two fighters handle... Here we go for round one. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Throws the jab, but does not score. He just misses with that jab. This fighter has been described as a swarmer, that fighter who attempts to overwhelm their opponent by applying constant pressure.
Oh man, you've got a swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him low on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Ooh, Bam is rocked. How is this fight still continuing?
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Will the referee step in? It's no secret. On to the second round. Punches. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. When you're fighting a swarmer and you know their goal is to bury their head right in your chest, the uppercut would probably come in handy.
You've got to be fit to fight a fighter like this because they will stay in your face. They will throw punches at you. They don't even let you breathe. You've got to be fit. If you're not fit, the fight's over.
Good counter punching. Punch, counter punch. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Jab slightly off target. Solid punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. This is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables. That's Let's get it started in round 3. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter shot. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue. Oh, right there. And is this the beginning of the end? A nightmare start to this fight. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap.
And down goes Bam! A big headshot and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you okay?
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
A perfect counter shot. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Bam is hurt. Huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8. There's the bell for round 4. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything.
It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
I need to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You still want to fight.
The referee deemed it to be a big mistake. Right up the middle. A lot of effort being exerted here. That hook's blocked. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. You can see there's blood, and the referee's going to take a good look at it. So that's that. The referee's made his judgment, and we carry on. His legs are gone, but somehow he's still in this fight. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Good his chin was, but no one's chin standing up to that shot.
A shot from the go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to arm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner. Somehow, get to the end of the round.
We're at the halfway point. There's no doubt who's won this round so far.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Counter shot lands. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
There's a counter shot. That jab misses. 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Is there any way back into this fight after the beating he has taken so far?
Unbelievable heart, knockdowns. What?
On to the 6th round. You've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Hey, those punches add up. Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. These two were made for each other. That counter punch caught him clean. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Jab. Looks like they're going to try and be a little more elusive now. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. He is down big time on the scores.
Every second, every...
And there's the bell for round 7. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Beautiful counter shot. Kingmaker just got knocked out. we watch it again, punch took the wind out of him and the will to continue. So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.
Get him back into the fight that round. That's his round. Get your mind back on the job. That's a terrible round, that is. Come on, you let him back into the fight. Do your business.
We welcome you to Cambrian Hall. When you think class, this is the place to be. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. Juan Francisco Estrada, 5'4" tall, and he's got a reach of 66 inches. And up, Juan Francisco Estrada, one of the best fighters Mexico's ever produced, a two-weight world champion making his way to the ring. And here we see Jesse Rodriguez, the San Antonio, Texas native who splashed on the scene thanks to his aggressive style and his big knockout power.
As soon as the bell goes, don't blink. That fight could be over.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Puerto Peñasco in Mexico, here is the two-division world champion, Juan Francisco El Gallo Estrada. Fighting out of the blue corner, from San Antonio, Texas, introducing the two-division champion of the world, Jesse Bam Rodriguez.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time.
This place is like a coliseum. When it's packed out, the fans are there. You can hear the punches, you can smell the sweat. The heat is second to none.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Nice counter. Caution being thrown to the wind. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight, the fans are on the edge of their seats.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They exchange punches. A perfect counter shot. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. A lot of effort being exerted here. That counter shot lands. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That counter punch caught him clean. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Here we go. It's round 2. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
counter punches have to hurt. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Nice counter shot. Defense is not an option for these two. How about that time counter shot? Nice slip to avoid the jab. And he scores with the counter. Swing and a miss with that left hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he at? And there's the bell for round 3. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Bam goes down. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Well done with that counter shot. Catch and shoot. Straight right just misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Punch, counter punch. Stamina is off the charts. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's see how the game... Here we go to the 4th round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Good counter punching. Swing and a miss with the hook. Nice counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. There's a counter shot. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Lucky that hook didn't score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell. There's the bell for round 5. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice defense there, blocking the hook. Good counter punch. When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it? Nice counter punch right up the middle. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see. There's the bell for round 6. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Taj, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The perfect counter lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They're both trying for a knockout. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to fight it somehow.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Swing and a miss with the jab. They threw the hook. It didn't land. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Beautiful counter punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that in?
I don't want to lose this fight
There's the bell to start round 7. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.